Ezra, I didn't even know who this guy was until about, 3 hours ago. I saw a tweet by Piers Morgan, who wrote an article about Trudeau's comments yesterday. Of course, I made this video last night. I was up until about 2 a.m. editing and posting it. And so I look into this guy, and he's quite high up, right? According to Maclean's, he's the 14th most powerful person in Canada, basically the chief advisor to Justin Trudeau. And he's literally, the joy, the irony, the wonderful nature of this is the fact that his name is Gerald Butts, and he's been butthurt, he's been triggered by a video which is full of memes. It's a jokey video. You know, I make these videos to go viral. It takes about 6 hours to edit a 6-minute video because it's so jam-packed. And he got triggered by essentially what was a jokey video. And as you said, just completely lashed out, started calling everybody Nazis, including people like Ben Shapiro, who made fun of this, who, of course, is Jewish, gets targeted by the actual alt-right all the time. So it just shows the absolute desperation. I mean, I tweeted at him, maybe, Mr. Butts, you should be getting less butthurt about YouTube videos and more concerned about the fact that Trudeau's poll numbers are now sagging. So it shows a kind of desperation that this smooth operator, super clean image that Trudeau has maintained for about 2 years now seems like it's starting to slip amidst international absolute, revolt over this joke, in terms of this is the first time internationally that he's really been satirized to this degree. Yeah. And it seems like they can't handle it.
Well, it was interesting to me that Butts would name you and name us, because he always says we're irrelevant, we're obscure, we're not representative of anything real, but obviously he's tracking you and tracking us, even though he claims he's not. That's quite something. What's weird to this, Paul, I'd like your thoughts on this. He says the lesson is they're paying attention. Well, yeah, you're the prime minister of a G7 country, a middle power. Yeah, of course we pay attention because we follow the news. That's not the lesson. What we've learned today, Paul, is that you and I and other critics are living rent-free in his head. That's what I've learned. What do you think of that?
I think part of it is mainly anything that happens in Canada, no offense, is not of that much interest to people outside of Canada. It's kind of an enclosed country. You know, I've never made a video about Canada. I don't even talk about Canada. I'm not even that into Canadian politics. But as soon as the international spotlight gets shined on it, and as soon as that video goes up, you're right, they start to freak out. It's interesting, isn't it? Maybe they haven't been subjected to this kind of international focus over the past 12 months or so, but also it's because, you know, his poll numbers are starting to slip. So it's definitely interesting. I think the Piers Morgan thing set it off as well, because obviously he's got, 10 million followers on Twitter. So they don't like it when the spotlight is shined upon them. And even though that video was just like a jokey meme video, the fact that it triggered him to this degree is very interesting, and suggests, as you mentioned, a kind of insecurity on his part.
That's an excerpt from my daily TV show, The Ezra Levant Show. Normally it's behind a paywall, but I thought you'd like this video, so we put it on YouTube. If you want to subscribe to watch the daily show every day, including always 2 interviews a day, and I read my hate mail, just click on this screen and become a premium member.